planted clover in the past, just so I could do that here as a green mulch, because clover has a lot of nitrogen fixing properties.
Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you do.
Consider beans magical. They belong to the leguminosa family, which fill a very interesting ecological niche. A key feature of the root systems of legumes is their ability to fixate atmospheric nitrogen for use by other plants.
Shows how nature is really good at kind of taking care of itself.
All living creatures have a naturally beneficial relationship with their surroundings, though especially plants. Because these minerals will remain in the soil if left undisturbed, there is no need to add any additional fertilizer. In fact, those elements are simply a small percentage of the plant's molecular composition. They are mostly made of hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen, which are primarily extracted through water and air. This means that by virtue of a plant existing in its place, it gives back more organic matter to its environment than it uses up. Seeds are tiny libraries. All that is needed to get one started is a bit of soil, sun, warmth, moisture, and care. For colder climates, one might need to build a greenhouse to extend the season and enjoy some of the more popular vegetables. To save money on materials and heat, we chose to build our greenhouse against the south side of our pig pen. We also made sure that the plastic could roll up for ventilation. After seeds have sprouted, I like to alternate inside-outside for a couple of weeks before picking a place outdoors for them permanently. This helps ensure that they are well adapted to outdoor conditions. Mulch is the most valuable material in this system. However, the beauty of it is it could be anything. I like to use straw because, well, grass is abundant. Since I don't rely on composting to keep my garden fertile, all of my kitchen scraps go to the animals. Even these beet seeds, just whimsically sown atop a garden bed, when covered with mulch, sprout as good as if the soil were bare. Industrial farming practices strip away valuable nutrients and add them in synthetic forms. This weakens the plant's genetic integrity and only causes the need for more pesticides, more fertilizer, and more pollution. Natural farming relies on biodiversity to maintain a natural and healthy balance in the garden. This method is based upon 4 strict principles. No cultivation, only planting, mulching, and harvesting. No fertilizer, not chemical, not organic, not even compost. No pesticides. Toxic chemicals get absorbed into the food matter. No herbicides. The only method of weeding by hand. It's mid-July, and many plants here have finished their life cycle and gone to seed. Each family has its own way of putting out its seed. Most of us recognize this process when the seeds are found inside of fruit. Gardeners have been saving seeds since the practice began. In fact, that's how it all began. It is, after all, the way we came to understand genetic variation before we even had a concept of DNA. And the way we decided to play with evolution before even acknowledging its existence. This purple flower, resembling an aster, is actually matured escarole, which is also related to lettuce. We are used to consuming lettuce while it's still young, though, like most food plants, eventually it will flower, pollinate, and go to seed. Though if you're timely, or if you care to catch it before the wind does, you will be able to develop varieties specific to your garden.
In the grocery store, it's picked from Paraguay and shipped up by plane and truck.
We attain certain amount of spiritual comfort by raising our own food.
Being outside, being in the earth, seeing things grow.
You cut, and the next day you can cut some more, and the next day you can cut some more, and the next day you can cut some more.
String beans, tomatoes, squash, garlic, onions.
The rabbits eat a little, then you come back and you cut some more, all summer long.
That first red tomato, I love planting tomatoes.
Carrots, beets, Swiss chard, kale.
Swiss chard cooked in rice is the best, and it's almost a staple. We're just enjoying getting these bundles of fresh vegetables.
And I can't wait to cook this up and eat it.
What is so nice about saving your own seeds is
not having to rely on corporate America for my food.
Treat nature right. The food's abundant.
you are regenerating it all by yourself.
That comes from through the ages as it's been changed by nature.
Masanobu Fukuoka is a big proponent of do-nothing farming. My own experience and intuition tell me that he's onto something. The more people do, the more problems arise. The increasing isolation of nature, the exhaustion of resources, the uneasiness and disintegration of the human spirit.
Everything mulch. So
all have been brought about by humanity's trying to accomplish something.
Hey! Hey!
Originally, there was no reason to progress, and nothing that had to be done. We have come to the point at which there is no other way than to bring about a movement, a revolution, not to bring about anything at all. Therefore, to save the world, just do nothing. Just leave nature alone.